Honey Girl, the Hawaiian Monk Seal by Jeanne Harvey, illustrated by Jeanne and In Hawaii, anyone who spots a Hawaiian monk seal feels lucky. These marine mammals are endangered and most live far away by islands without people. But one Hawaiian monk seal named Honey Girl is often seen around the north shore of Oahu. Honey Girl is a local favorite. She's called Super Mom because by the age of 15 she had raised 7 pups. Yet soon after Honey Girl weaned her 7th pup, she ran into trouble. It was a warm November day when kite surfers reported seeing a monk seal covered in green algae. It was floating in the ocean. Why wasn't it moving? Marine mammal experts arrived, but the monk seal was gone. Perhaps it had been caught in fishing line and then freed itself. A search began and the animal was found. The tag on its back flipper was marked R5AY. It was Honey Girl, but the scientists couldn't help her until she came out of the water. Honey Girl finally dragged herself onto the beach. Terribly thin, she lay limp on the sand, and a lua fish hook was caught in her cheek. Her tongue was cut by a fishing line and had gotten infected. She hadn't been able to catch or swallow food for several weeks. Unable to eat, she would soon starve. Could she be saved? The scientists surrounded her. Honey Girl raised her head as if to bark, but she couldn't make a sound. The people gently lifted her into a crate in the back of a truck. They drove her across the island to Waikiki Aquarium. The first step was to remove the fishhook from Honey Girl's cheek. For 2 days, she received round-the-clock care. But Honey Girl needed even more help. Her tongue had been injured from the fishing line wrapped around it. Again, she was loaded into a crate. At the Honolulu Zoo, veterinarians performed the first known operation on the tongue of a Hawaiian monk seal. They were pleased that half of her tongue was saved. At first, she couldn't swallow her usual food of fish, squid, octopus, eels, crabs, shrimp, or lobsters. So Honey Girl was fed a seal shake of ground-up herring and water through a tube. But on her own, Honey Girl wouldn't eat small frozen herring tossed into her pool. The scientists were worried she wouldn't be able to eat fish. If she couldn't eat fish, she couldn't return to the ocean. On Thanksgiving Day, Honey Girl caught and ate live tilapia. Honey Girl was perking up. 13 days after her rescue, the scientists decided she could go home. In the early morning sunshine, well-wishers gathered to welcome Honey Girl to Turtle Bay, just north of where she had been found on Sunset Beach. She hadn't regained any weight, but she was much improved. Everyone quietly watched as Honey Girl scooted out of the crate and crossed the sand. She rested on the shore next to the foamy water. Finally, she dove into the waves. Honey Girl was like a dog running in the rough seas, which is the meaning of the Hawaiian name for monk seals, Ilioholo ai Kauaua. Over the next month, a tracking device attached to Honey Girl's back showed where she swam. The scientists were pleased to learn that she traveled far from shore and back again. She was hunting for food. Many times she was seen resting on the beaches, and fortunately, she didn't suffer any more run-ins with fishing gear. Scientists still wondered if she was gaining enough weight. A few weeks after she had been released, they caught her again. She was examined. They were relieved to see she was indeed heavier, and her tongue was healing without an infection. Honey Girl grew rounder and her coat sleek and silver. And then, the best news of all, Honey Girl was pregnant. No one had been sure if she could eat enough for herself and a pup after being injured so seriously. But she did. The islanders celebrated Honey Girl's birth of Meili, the first Hawaiian monk seal pup of the new year. And, as if to welcome their new sister, 2 of Honey Girl's other daughters, La'akia and Kaikana, joined Meili and their mother on Turtle Bay Beach. For about 6 weeks, Honey Girl, just like all Hawaiian monk seal mothers, stayed on the beach with Meili and protected her. Maylee nuzzled up to her mother, and Honeygirl snuggled Maylee as they rolled in the sand. Day and night, volunteers prevented curious onlookers and their dogs from getting too close. If frightened, Honeygirl might have hurt someone while trying to protect her pup. Without returning to the sea for food while nursing Maylee, Honeygirl lost about half of her body weight. Honeygirl weaned her. It was time for Maylee to learn to hunt for herself. Now Honeygirl could return to the ocean to feed. The thin, exhausted Honeygirl inched across the sand. She paused in the rough waves. Then she pushed herself into the water and gracefully swam away. The very next year, Honeygirl gave birth to yet another pup. And later that same year, Honeygirl became a grandmother for the first known time. Her daughter, Uamalia, had a pup named Haloka. Hopefully, in the years to come, many more Hawaiian monk seals will be spotted off the islands of Hawaii. Meanwhile, Honeygirl is helping her endangered species by giving birth to healthy pups that then can have more pups. Mahalo! Thank you to Honeygirl, the supermom Hawaiian monk seal.